Hello, I'm Steve Tindall, and I love to read. My office at home is full of books and full of boxes of comic books that I've read. We have a couple other rooms that are full of books, and I have to clean out my Kindle every once in a while because all the books I read there, they take up space and then I can't download any more books, which is very frustrating. In my love for books, I've written two, and I'm going to read to you one of them today. It's a children's book I published last year. It's called My Life as a Giant, and it's a kind of a humorous look at what being tall in society is like. The dedication is to Bitsy, Boo, and Bub for making me a great-grandfather and sharing their precious children with me. Bitsy, Boo, and Bub are three of my grandchildren, and on the back of the book, if you get a copy, is a picture of Bitsy and Boo and their children. Bub unfortunately couldn't be in the picture, so it kind of gives you an idea of just what being tall means. So today I'm going to read this book to you. Hopefully you'll enjoy hearing it as much as I did writing it. When I was born, I was little like everyone else. By the time I was a teenager, my feet were bigger than most people's, and you can see my toes sticking through my shoes here. This kind of frustrated my dad because he was counting on handing down the shoes for my older brother, but by the time I was a teenager, my feet were bigger than his, so he had to go and buy me new shoes every time I needed them. In the Navy, my bed was too short, and you can see my feet are sticking out the end of it. That was a fairly common problem. At work, my desk was too short, and I kept banging my knees. Actually, at work, what we had to do is put 4x4s under the edge of the desk to lift it up so that my knees didn't bang on the bottom of the desk. Matter of fact, I have that at home, too. At home, I was always putting things up too high for my wife to reach. And that happened more than once and continues to happen to this day, in spite of her warnings. When I go shopping for groceries, people usually ask me to get things on the top shelf for them. So here you have a little old lady asking for the grape jelly on the top shelf. That happens a fair amount. Probably every other time I go shopping, someone will ask for help. Many cars and trucks are too small inside them for me to fit comfortably. So when I go shopping for a vehicle, I not only have to check the options and the color and all that stuff that you normally check, I have to check and see if I actually fit in the silly thing. My king-size bed is too short. Just like in the Navy and my rack was too short, my king-size bed actually is too short. And if I'm sleeping stretched out on the bed and my wife tries to walk by, she always smacks you right in the feet on the way by. Shirts are usually too short. They seem to think that if you're tall, you just need to get shirts that are either like for somebody 3 times as big as you are, or you have to find a specialty store that sells tall shirts. Or walk around with belly button shirts all the time. Airplane seats are so uncomfortable, I don't fly anymore. You can see my knees are tucked up in my face. My shoulders are either crowding the person next to me or hanging out in the aisle, and every time they come by with the cart to give out beverages, they smash into my arm. Christmas tree toppers are easy for me, but decorating the whole tree is a bit of a challenge, and you can see that I got the topper going to go on there, and there's bulbs and lights and stuff all the way down to about here, and then this is all bare because that's just too far down for me to reach. But I'm glad I'm a giant. Most people look at me as a gentle giant, someone they can be safe around. All the people around me that look up to me in more ways than one. And it's nice to be able to reach the top shelf. And that's the end of that book. As I said, I wrote another book. It's about my time in the Navy. It's called Underway, One Sailor's Story About Life Aboard U.S. Navy Destroyers. It's written in kind of a conversational, easygoing style, so don't look at it as something that's going to be full of technical terms and that, because it's just very easy reading, and that's what I get from people who have read it. So thank you for letting me share this book with you. I hope you enjoy it, and maybe we can do another book some other time.